Pensacola 2030 is a blueprint of opportunity. It allows us to identify where we are at and to look to the future on where we want to be based on our projected growth and where we know we have areas to improve.
By 2030, 26 million residents will call Florida home, and 1.5 million jobs will be needed, and Pensacola is getting ready.
It's really based on data points. Where are we today and where do we want to be 9, 10 years from now? So it really gives us good measurable goals on how we want to grow to be the community that we want to be in the future.
Matthew McConaughey had a great line. I think he said, my hero isn't somebody else. My hero is me in 10 years. The person I want to be in 10 years is my hero. And I think that's kind of what Pensacola 2030 is. It's Pensacola's hero is where we want to be in 10 years. The vision of ourselves 10 years from now.
I think having this blueprint for our future is so important because from a state level, it allows us to track our progress against other communities and set goals, but we also know that improvements aren't necessarily made at the state level, it happens at the local level. So it gives us a way, as the Pensacola Chamber, engaging with partners across the community to make sure that we are charting our progress toward those improvements for the future.
We want to make it so that we're the go-to for the community to kind of bring people together, to ask the tough questions and to find the answers.
So something that's been very important to me since I've been president of the Chamber is being that organization that can bring people together, really convene and work on issues facing our community. And that's what we are going to do with Pensacola 2030. We are engaging the entire community to have a seat at the table.
For us as a community, we got to have a North Star. We have to all understand the realities that families and businesses and neighborhoods within our community are facing. We've got to set goals for the future and align our resources and our eyes toward that future so that we can make incremental improvements that bring everybody along toward that future that we desire for all of our community.
Having the conversation, being willing to engage and courageous enough to engage in conversations that might be uncomfortable and even downright messy. But in order for us to be authentic, to create authentic inclusivity, we have to know what we are not doing.
We know that we have a strong voice. This whole last year, we have all spoken about being stronger together, and this blueprint is our opportunity to actually prove that to the world.
As a lifelong resident of Pensacola, I'm excited about Pensacola 2030 and the future of Pensacola. It's an opportunity for vulnerable communities and all to have access to the best life and quality of life that we can have in a place that we all call home.
For me, I'm most excited about where Pensacola could possibly be 10 years from now. When I think back 10 years of where we were, we have come so far as a community. Just look at just some of the physical infrastructure with the ballpark downtown. You look at the revitalization of downtown Pensacola and just the growth of our local business community. It really has been remarkable how well we have developed and grown as a community. If you fast forward 9 or 10 years to 2030, it really is exciting to see what our community could become at that next level. I'm super excited about that.
I'm very excited about seeing students learn here and work here and live here. That's what I'm most excited about.
If I could sum up the entire experience of working with so many community partners in Pensacola and looking at the Chamber's 2030 plan, I say that the convening is so important because there's so many great things happening in silos. And if we can pull that collective power in the same room and talk about how our agencies are working in collaboration with one another, as well as looking at where some of the spots that we may be missing, we can have more power to make a bigger impact in our community.
Maybe for the first time in our history, we see a groundswell of businesses that are looking at our community issues. And I think that's largely due to the Chamber's work and advocacy, because you all have identified things that are going on in our community.
If we continue to say without doing, what are we showing? What are we showing our young people?
We present to you today the first step in that collaboration, Pensacola 2030. We hope that you will take the opportunity to join us in our collaborative efforts. We know what Pensacola has the ability and capabilities to be. We know what it is, and ultimately we want it to be everybody's first choice to call home.